To the clout, I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the bench truck with a new...
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
That's mine. Yeah. Yeah, Liz.
Rodgers now on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on the field?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Hey, take 26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Wright. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Leopard! Gone!
Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley. They're in coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All right, here we go.
Jackson now throwing again. And down he goes. Brought down, a Raider sack. Jonathan Allen. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Go, hey, let's go, come on, go, let's go, let's go. Charlie, long left, Charlie. Get up.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Now Rodgers. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Here we go. 58. Yeah, live.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Second down, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Reese. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Jackson on first down. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Jackson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Over here. Zoom.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And Green with a catch left side. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Watch
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reese. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Philly. Here we go.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Gone!
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got Rodgers. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
Gone! All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And Jackson throwing once more. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. C.J. Mosley able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
A.J. Green, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A.J. Green, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as the guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Hurry up, here we go.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. from the gun. It's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reese. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue, line it!
Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, take 26.
And they'll run it here. And now running right through it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Right back to him on first down. They find some open field here. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 3rd down. Rodgers. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through.
And now here comes Kansas City. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Here we go now.
This is McCaffrey on the give, and he'll work this one up to about the 38. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Detroit! Now let's go! Green, 39!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, that was sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Jackson on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Reese. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Again, Jackson. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Blue 90.
To throw again is Jackson. That's caught at the 1. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown, as his guys are in for 6. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
Here's McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 25-yard line.
Gun! Here we go now.
Now Jackson. His throw incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Detroit! Now let's go! Gun! 19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit!
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Pierre Garçon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
That's fine. Yeah. Well. Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there, and that'll make it third down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now here comes Kansas City. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Let's go. 3-19.
Jackson on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
Jackson going to throw again. Over the middle to Garcon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Chiefs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Detroit. Blue 90.
From the gun, Jackson. They're able to find Garcon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, he's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 3-19!
On second down, Jackson. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. McCaffrey. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. They open, it's Moss complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nazaire Jones there on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, check 26. Jump low.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fires one, but incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. Returning here is Wright. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goals.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. Gets past him and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Check, Patriot!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson to throw again. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. throwing now. Jackson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reese. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson on the move to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try and sneak it here. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game. And on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Zoom. No. Green 18. Hey, check 26. Yeah, Liz. Hey, Mike's 50. Zoom. Green 18.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Hey, 88. Yeah, Liz. Jumbo! Get it.
On first down, Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Chris Jones on the stop.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up. On a big third down.
Hey. 4 down.
Now Rodgers operating from the gun. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Dalvin Tomlinson. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Gone! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on first down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he's got some space here. Fighting his way through contact. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now a run with McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
That is caught by Rodgers for a Chiefs touchdown. Eli Rogers, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Rodgers to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Zoom.
To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And some space here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Back to throw, Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
This is fielded at the 27. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. And he stopped immediately there. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Chiefs, they're into the win column season. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get